Hi everyone, this is Laura from iDance Studio. Today I have a special guest from Los Angeles. Her name is Kamilla, belly dancer Kamilla. I know Kamilla for 15 years and I can promise you her show is spectacular and I would invite her for my wedding or special event. The main reason why we're having this interview today because we want to talk what it is, what really is professional belly dancer. When you hear this word, what does it take to be professional belly dancer in America?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's very nice to see you. And I would love for you to share your secrets of your successful career in America as a professional belly dancer. And I want other dancers and other girls who come from different countries to America to get inspired by this art and take it seriously. And because people, they don't know sometimes how serious it can be as a profession. Usually when I used to say that I'm a professional belly dancer, people would smile at me and and they said, this is the only thing that you do. And yes, this is the only thing that I was doing. Can you please share how did you start your career as a belly dancer in America?
Yes, so when I arrived to New York in 2006, I just wanted to continue my belly dance education because I really didn't have any. I just started taking classes in Russia, but it was not enough. I was a professional dancer before. I studied ballet, modern dance, jazz. So when I arrived to New York, I wanted to continue my belly dance classes and I went to local gym and I took a class from a lady whose name I don't remember. And Laura was in this gym and she saw me taking this belly dance class and she came to me. She asked me if I would like to audition for her show. And I said, of course, I would love to. And I did. And she accepted me to her belly trance group, which is a professional group that still exists. And they're successfully performing in New York area.
That's very nice. And then what happened to you then?
So thanks to my ballet background, it was easy for me to learn the choreography. And actually, I've been learning everything while practicing with you. I had to learn for the first time how to wear candelabra, how to dance with wings, how to dance with swords. It all came with practice and with work. I didn't have to pay for classes because I've been taking classes from you and rehearsing with you, and that's how I learned everything, the true American cabaret belly dance style.
That's great. So right now we know that you've been also traveling in the Middle East and performed in the Middle East. What is the difference between belly dancers that perform in the Middle East and in America? Because belly dance scene and in general belly dance show is very different from the Middle East and America.
Well, back then when I started traveling in Middle East and performing there, accessories were not as popular as it is now. Now belly dancers use a variety of props and accessories for their shows. But when I arrived my first time to Dubai, mostly it was just a veil that I would use for mise-en-scène to open my show. And as candle tray was my signature prop that I love to perform with, I would always use it as well, and it became a part of my show eventually. People would always expect me to dance with a candle tray. But the difference between American belly dance and performing in Middle East is that you usually dance with a live band. You need to make a provo, get to know the musicians, also discuss with them the repertoire, the songs that you know, they know. Sometimes one band can sing the song really well, sometimes they don't sing it very well. So, well, usually you learn that with experience by working with them. and then you find this perfect balance between belly dancer and the band.
I see that you have a lot of amazing costumes, and I would love to for you to share who makes your costumes, because you always look gorgeous. I mean, your look is stunning, you're gorgeous, and you use the props. I see that you put so much effort into your looks, and also I see that you put so much effort into creating your program that you perform for your audience at your events. Can you please share those secrets?
Well, thank you so much for noticing, because I do put a lot of effort in creating my costumes. Usually, when I have an idea in my head, I have to give this idea to a designer, certain designer, specific designer, because not every designer can create this look. So first I started just buying ready to go costumes from Bella, and this is a classic costume from a Turkish designer, great quality, very shiny. But then when I started performing in Middle East, I actually find out about this amazing Russian designer. Her name is Maya Likhachova, and her costumes are one of a kind.
That's the one that they shine a lot, right? She uses, I think,
Yes.
really like Swarovski stones or something.
Yes.
Crystals.
She uses Swarovski crystals and Preziosa, which are the best stones to use for costumes. Ballroom dancers use them a lot, and their costumes are always sparkly and shiny. And she uses them also. So her costumes, they last for a while, and it's a great investment because you can always resell it to another dancer. And these costumes are so popular that it's so easy to sell. So if you have a few costumes, consider you have a few Birkin bags in your closet.
This is so much true, because I wanted also to talk about the pricing, because a lot of dancers, they want to know pricing. Or what would range pricing you pay for your costumes that you have? Like, for example, Maya or Bella, how much are those costumes cost?
So for my costume, my first costume was about $800, and
That's just for bra and belt, right?
it's just for bra and belt. Now Maya, she always does accessories, bracelets, headpieces if you ask her to do so. Also like leg garments. So of course the price varies, depends on kind of stones, what kind of stones she's gonna use for your costume. Because now there is a problem with Swarovski stones. They kind of stop making them.
Ah, okay. I was thinking there is like a shipping problem maybe or something like that.
Also, there is a shipping problem. So for my costume, you would normally have to wait 4 to 6 months, but sometimes they get stuck at customs, and sometimes I would wait for like 1 year to get my costume.
So it's a like a long line
Yes.
of wait to get your
Yes.
costumes.
So the price varies from 800. My latest costume was $1,300, which is a gorgeous, it's like a bra, looks like a shell, and it has a lot of accessories on the shoulders, arms, bracelets.
Yeah, actually, this is what I want to point out. The details are very important in your costuming when you wear a belly dance costume. For example, Kamilla always think of accessories, headpiece that she would wear, armbands. Like I noticed that she's very careful with those details, and it's really great. It finishes your look as a belly dancer, as a
Yes.
professional belly dancer.
And also now I'm kind of into creating the full look with a candle tray. So I match the color of my candle
Yeah,
tray
I would
to
say
my
Kamilla
costume.
is the queen of the candle tray.
Thank
As
you.
everybody know, I'm seeing her Instagram. By the way, follow her Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Belly dancer Kamilla with a K.
Yes, so you can look at her videos and at her amazing pictures with like candle tray and costume and fire. You have to have so many skills to be a professional belly dancer. So yeah, what about the look for the candle tray?
So I like to match the color of the candle tray to my costume, and Laura's mom, whose name is Julia
Abdulzadeh.
Abdulzadeh, she was the first person to create this gorgeous candle trays with jewelry around it. And I remember when we first started performing with them as a belly trance group, we had only one tier of candle trays.
Yes, yes.
But they were gorgeous. We had kind of tulle skirts like this,
Yeah,
like
I
yours,
remember.
and it looked so beautiful. But of course, we were all nervous to dance with it for the first time. I remember somebody's candle tray was sliding a little, but with time, with practice, we managed to be comfortable with them. And that's what it takes. When people tell me, it looks so easy when you perform with candle tray, how do you do it? Maybe something is wrong with my head. Maybe I do something wrong. Always say practice and balance, because I've been performing with the candle tray for 17 years. It looks easy. It's same thing like you would tell a ballet dancer, oh, it looks so easy how you dance ballet on stage, but you have to understand the work behind this easiness that you see on stage.
Because candle tray, especially that Camilla's where her last tray was I think 3-tier.
Yes.
So she had
Yes.
3 layers, and it's pretty much heavy, and it's not super comfortable as it seems maybe like. But she with the practice, she makes the show happen, you know.
Yeah, so we went from 1 tier to 2 tiers to 3 tiers. Then I started adding hookah, shisha, small shisha on the top of the candle tray. Now Julia is making this gorgeous moon-shaped top for the candle tray that I can change. So sometimes I put the moon on the top, and sometimes I put the shisha on the top. And people, they love when I smoke shisha from my candle tray. It's so exciting for them, and they just enjoy the show more.
Another question that I have for you, how do you keep your body in such a good shape? Because I heard that just recently you had special workout and a diet, and can you share the secrets with other dancers, how to keep your body in shape? Because for the belly dancer, it's very important to be in shape and stay fit and healthy. Can you please share your secrets on how you manage to do that? Because you look amazing.
Thank you. Well, actually, I haven't always been in shape. I gain weight very easy. My weight balance is 20 pounds more, 20 pounds less. And recently I discovered a weight loss program that I experienced for 1 month. I learned a few tricks, but the goal is to exercise and do cardio as much as you can. So you have to have deficit of your calories per day, and you have to burn those calories. So you have to watch what you eat, you have to do your cardios, you have to do your workouts, and just know a few tricks about healthy, balanced diet.
So tell me about the group that you're gonna run soon, because I'm gonna be part of it. I really want to get in shape because I feel I gained a little bit more weight lately. So I want to be part of the program that Kamilla created just now. So if you want to lose a little bit weight and learn more secrets, you can join her group for the weight loss program. When does it start, and how do we find you to join?
So the group will start next week. Actually, that will be January 23rd, I believe, and we're going to do 3 weeks till Valentine's Day. So if you want to get in shape for Valentine's Day, that's the chance. Well, actually, I just wanted to have the group where we all support each other, because support is really important when you start your weight loss journey. It has to be healthy. Girls, we need to support each other and also submit all our cardios and our food to this group. So you have a responsibility. When you have this responsibility to submit the result of your cardio, the photo of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, then you realize that this is serious. You can't just skip it.
So what happens if you skip it?
Well, you can be thrown out of the group. But not right away. Of course, we give warnings, but you have to be serious when you enter this marathon and this group. Because if you don't stay motivated, if you don't do this every day, what you're supposed to do, then you will not reach your goal. So you have to really train hard. But it's only 3 weeks and time passes by so quickly. And then when you see the result on scales, you will be amazed what you can do just in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I can't wait to try this, and I will share my experience later on my Instagram stories. So watch our stories, Kamilla's and mine. We're gonna share, how we get in fit together, and please join us too.
Yes, and also about belly dancer's body. Everybody.
Yes, this is very important. It's very important. Thank you for
Yeah.
for starting this subject. Yes.
When I have students come into my class, they say I'm fat or I'm too short or I'm too tall, and we always tell them there is no perfect body for belly dance. Anybody can do belly dance, and of course it's better to be in your best shape, have your best look to perform, but sometimes it takes surgeries as well. For example, I think the ideal shape of a belly dancer is a very tiny waist, big hips, large chest, and beautiful long hair.
Yes, this is one of the things that you have to have long hair, because you have to understand how the belly dancer look, because it's not just like a belly dancer. Like if you close your eyes and you don't know exactly who it is and you just hear the word belly dancer, how should she look, like in your mind? So I think long hair is very important. It gives a lot of it looks sexy and it looks nice, beautiful.
It also hides your back rolls.
Yeah. That's the tip.
Yes, that's the tip. Well, I never had beautiful, long, thick hair. So I did hair extensions. I don't advise anybody to do it. It's just what I do, what works for me. But lately I see a trend where girls cut their hair short. And yes, it's a great trend.
I didn't see that actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have a few famous friends who just cut their hair short and they perform with short hair, which is also a trend. But for me personally, and I think for other people as well, they would rather see belly dancer with beautiful long hair. Also, when you see somebody's perfect body, don't think it's all naturally made by sport and exercising. Sometimes it involves surgeries. We all want to look perfect because we're always in the front of camera, in the front of people. They look at us from different angles, and of course we want to look beautiful, not just from the left side, also from the right side, and also from this side. So I personally had a few surgeries done. I know a lot of belly dancers had surgeries done, and don't think it's just how they are just because they're belly dancing. No, there are secrets to their bodies as well.
Yeah, I think belly dancer, if she works for the big event like wedding, where you have 350, 400 people at the wedding, it doesn't matter where you perform. It's very important to look professional. And yes, if you have some, things that you want to improve in your body, why not to do it with the surgery? I totally agree, because your looks is everything. It's how many percent would you say professional, technique, or the knowledge of the dance and culture and the looks? What's the percentage would be?
First, the looks, because I've seen belly dancers who don't perform well, but because they look great, it works. And they get very busy with work and with contracts. But of course, your technique is so important. You must be a professional dancer. You must know.
Because I see you also taking classes and going to festivals and always take classes, even though you're already professional belly dancer, you always learn from different teachers, new techniques, and probably it inspires you. Can you share how often do you take classes with other teachers, or maybe some of the teachers that you like who maybe influence your style of the belly dance?
Yeah, I don't take classes as often as I would love to. But recently I took a class with Elena Ramazanova. She inspired me so much. It was a Mejanse, it was a classic song, and it was so beautiful. Every belly dancer has a different style, every teacher has a different style, and it's really great to learn from each one a little bit of their own style, but you have to create your own unique way of dancing. That's what makes you a great performer, when you have your own unique style.
I think it's so amazing in our days that we have an opportunity to study with the teachers, because I remember when I started, it was like more than 25 years ago, or maybe like more than 25.
Like cassettes.
It was no teachers, yeah, it was no like festivals or workshops you can go to. It was like a VCR cassettes,
Yeah.
and you just put it VCR cassette and you just repeat after the dancer all the moves. There was no actual teacher for me when I started. It's later on I found another teachers like in Lebanon who can do the class one-on-one. But right now it's so much opportunities where you can go and take classes and learn more vocabulary, learn more culture, music, and with us you can learn even more what does it take to be a professional belly dancer in America. Another question that I have is about pay, about how much money actually belly dancer can make in America working for the wedding or any private event. What was the highest or lowest pay that you had in America? Can you please share with us this information?
Yes, sure. So I worked in New York, tri-state area. I worked in Miami. I worked in LA, where I live now. I would say now LA is paying higher than other states, but also there are different kind of belly dancers. They work for lower rates. Some belly dancers work for higher rates. So it just depends on your skills and your image as well, your popularity. In New York, I was making probably around $100 per gig, per show. And sometimes tips were very generous. I think in New York I made the most in one night with the tips $800. In Miami it was almost the same, and in LA recently I had an amazing party where I made just $1,500 in tips.
And what's probably the rate is different between a regular restaurant where you perform regular shows and private parties? What's the rate for the private parties and regular restaurants? What's the rules?
Yes, so in LA, I've been dancing at a couple restaurants where the pay is only $80. It is not enough.
That's a group show or it's a solo show?
It's a solo show.
Wow.
Which is normally 25 to 30 minutes, but normally the pay should be minimum $100, $120. Just some venues, they have belly dancers for a long time, and they pay this rate from a while ago, and they don't want to change the rate. They don't want to make it higher.
This is very sad.
Yes, because there is inflation, prices go up, gas prices in LA are the highest. Private party, private event, wedding usually starts from $400, $500 in LA area, and we always charge if we have to travel over 1 hour. So for example, I had a gig in Santa Barbara. I charged them $700 for half an hour show. You would say, oh my God, that's a lot. But I drove for 2 hours to Santa Barbara, performed, and went straight back to LA. So that was 4 hours of driving, and of course the prep. I spent minimum 1 hour getting ready for the show, and a few $100 candle tray. Yes, her mom makes the most expensive candle trays in the world. But they're so worth
But they're
it.
also the most comfortable ones, and
Yes.
the quality is great because you can wear them for like as long as you treat it well. So for like 10 years, I think that will work for
Yes,
sure.
I sell my used candle trays and I replace them with the new ones when I have new ideas. I have a new idea for
She's
your
always
mom.
have new ideas.
I have a new idea for
They
your
have a
mom.
connection with my mom. She has an idea, and my mom is just putting in life. You know, this idea. It's always great.
Yeah, and it's so easy for me to work with her. She's always up to something new. She never says no. She's like, okay, let me think how I'm gonna make it, and she always delivers.
Yeah, that's great. So can you share how to use the candle tray and how to, because we have a lot of requests from the Belgians asking how to set up candles to the candle tray, because the candle size always different, and we just want to show you, and yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So let's talk about few ways how we're gonna put candles on the candle tray. Where do we buy candle trays? I order mine on Amazon now because I like to use silver and gold candles. You can buy them in stores. Usually, where do you buy candles?
In New York, I buy them in 99-cent store. It's a Shabbat candles. But if you want gold color red, it's better to buy it on Amazon.
Yeah, I order on Amazon.
And they're always different size, so it doesn't have to match the size of the, how you call those, candle holders.
Yes.
Because it's you will need to adjust it yourself each time. Sometimes it's perfect, but sometimes it's not. But there is nothing wrong about it. It's just like a technique that we're gonna show you can use. And
Yes, so first technique that I personally use, I just light the candle and I melt the bottom of the candle inside the candle holder. So even if your candle is too wide, you melt it on the sides equally. Let the wax fill up the candle holder all the way up. You can see how the wax melts. You have to do this actually for a few seconds, and then you place the candle inside, the wax will go up, and you hold it steady till the wax gets frozen. And voila, your candle is done.
that's technique number 1.
So technique number 2, which is Laura's technique.
Yeah, because I want to keep candle holders clean, clean from wax.
She takes a piece of bouncy, piece of paper, she folds it like this wide and wraps it around the candle.
Tight. You need to
Very,
make it
very,
tight.
very tight. It cannot be loose. It has to be really, really tight. And then she places it inside and you can twist it around. And voila. So technique number 3, if your candle is too wide for the candle holder, you can cut it with a knife.
It's shredded. No?
Shred
Just a
the
little
wax.
bit. Yeah, just
I
a
do
little
it this way. Laura does it this way, like cutting the potatoes. And then when it's the perfect size, you also twist it inside. And voila! When we light our candle tray, we always begin from the center. And then you light the other candles around it. Because if you light this candle first and you want to reach the center, sometimes you can burn yourself with the candlelight. So always light from the center first and then outside, outside, outside. Also, another thing, when you light the candles, I prefer to do it with one extra candle, not with a lighter. So you light one candle and then you light everything else with it. So once your candle tray is ready, and I really advise to do it in advance before your show, so it's not last minute thing, because you need to get ready, you need to give your music to the DJ. So prepare your candle tray in advance, and even if one candle falls, it's easier to fix one than all of them. So before the show, shake your candle tray a little to make sure that all candle trays are steady. Okay, I think now it's perfect. So what we're going to do, by the way, I'm using this candle tray for the first time in my life. I never practiced with this before. It's a very light candle tray, but it kind of slides on my head. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it around and find the perfect balance. I think actually I found it. Still shakes a little bit. So usually what I do, I choose one jewelry and I put it in the middle, and then I see how the candle tray holds on my head. And you will find the perfect balance by twisting it around, all the way around. I think the balance is somewhere here. Yeah, this is perfect. Now when you balance your candle tray, you have to walk around with it a little bit, move a little bit around so you get comfortable with it.
Yeah, practice before you perform.
So that's the trick that I use always before each one of my show, because sometimes candle tray can shift the weight of the candle. So I do it before my show every single time, because sometimes candles can shift the weight of the candle tray more left or more right. So before each show, I twist it around, make sure it's balanced, and then I start dancing. It's so pretty.
Okay, Kamilla, thank you so much for sharing your tips and secrets with the world, and with everyone who is gonna see this video. I hope you can learn something from this interview with the beautiful dancer Kamilla. Book her, follow her on Instagram, because it's really like a nice, beautiful girl who can inspire you and make your party rock. And I'm so grateful to know you and to work with you in the past. You was always professional. It was easy to work with you. I was very blessed. Thank you so much for coming to iDance Studio, and I love you.
Thank you.